Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. Spins by. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a 1st down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll send the tight end in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. You look at this Carolina defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And he is going to have the Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
319. 5 wide.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
A
good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll play fake. Now Young.
That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. The Panthers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward. forward and get a win in this one.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Ultra. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
T.J. Sanders brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Here we go, sack. Yellow, 22. Sack.
Young to throw it.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Trouble, black 40.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yellow, 43.
Young will set to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. 33, yellow, claws red. Ready?
Young now, throwing on 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Trimble.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that's complete to Adams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for the Bills.
Throwing now is Allen.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, 43. Set.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 13 yards on his first catch. Hits a first down as well.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Young now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Bills 14, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Set, ready. Set, hut.
To throw, Young.
Now he's going to step up and run.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Red, cycle.
Young to throw it.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hey, no
First and
fury.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, set.
It's Young off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Down. Ready.
Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 4th down, Young. He'll try to do it himself. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Panthers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, set. Hut.
Throwing, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
45-yard line.
Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's Young.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow. Ready.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And Xavier Legette.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Going after it right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.